Across Africa's huge, sun-drenched plains, there roams a truly amazing creature, its presence woven into the fabric of wildlife for thousands of years. This is the African buffalo, a true picture of the continent's wild, untamed spirit, a symbol of strength and toughness in the face of endless challenges. Also known as the Cape buffalo, it's one of the most important plant-eating animals in the savanna's ecosystem, and its presence decides the fate of many other creatures. The buffalo moves with strong, steady steps, its dark skin soaking up the harsh daytime heat, while its thick hide protects it from both insects and heat. These animals aren't just quiet grazers, they're like engineers of the ecosystem. Their grazing habits affect how plants grow and where they spread, opening new paths for other wildlife. As buffalo herds charge through the tall grasses, they kick up dust and uncover new seeds, reshaping the savanna with each seasonal journey. Facing droughts and scorching sun, the buffalo shows amazing toughness. It can go days without water, relying on its group memory to find hidden water sources. The buffalo's life is tied to the cycles of life and death. It's part of a complex food web where many predators and scavengers depend on it. On their daily trips looking for grazing spots and water, buffalo follow old paths carved into the ground, leading them to life-giving places in the dry lands. From the shadows of the acacia trees and golden grasses, predator eyes watch every move, waiting for a moment of weakness or when one animal gets separated from the herd. But the buffalo carries an aura of quiet confidence. The dominant bull leads the herd firmly, and their eyes stay sharp, ears listening for any danger. At the heart of the food chain, the buffalo supports the existence of large predators, but at the same time it commands respect with its strength and social organization. It's not easy to defeat a buffalo. It fights fiercely when threatened, and the herd forms a defensive circle around the young and weak. Every day is a new chapter in the drama of survival, where courage and alertness are clear in the face of constant danger. The buffalo's impact goes beyond its role as prey or grazer. It creates a rich environment for many creatures, from small birds to other mammals. The buffalo is a symbol of the African wilderness, standing tall against the sunset, showing nature's lasting power. In a world where many large animals are decreasing in number, the buffalo remains an untamed force, reminding us of nature's greatness and its ability to survive. The deep sounds of the buffalo echo across the plains, carrying messages of communication and warning, connecting the herd members with unbreakable bonds. When you watch them, you feel like you're seeing a creature perfectly suited to its environment, master of its domain, knowing every corner and every water source. The buffalo lives with a community spirit where each member relies on the others for protection and finding food, and strong bonds form within the herd. Understanding the African buffalo means understanding the basics of survival in the wild: patience, teamwork, and the ability to adapt to the toughest conditions. When facing danger, buffalo gather in defensive formations, showing the power of the group and an unyielding spirit of togetherness. Their lives are a series of challenges. They are always dealing with their environment and the threats around them, and they always stay ready. When it's time to fight, the buffalo charge with huge group power, proving that only the strongest and most united survive. From the birth of a calf protected by the herd to the stand of an old bull bearing the scars of battles, the epic story of courage and toughness shows in every stage of their lives. The African buffalo is, without a doubt, one of the greatest wonders of the wild, a true giant walking the plains of Africa, showing its unbeatable spirit and giving life meaning through strength and renewal in the heart of the savanna. The African buffalo has earned the nickname Black Death among the animals of the savanna. This name shows their unmatched reputation in the wild. This nickname wasn't given for no reason. It came from hundreds of years of fierce fights with Africa's toughest predators. Throughout history, the black buffalo has faced lions, hyenas and crocodiles. They've come out of these battles with a reputation for being tough. Many times, lions attack a buffalo herd, but the buffalo don't run away easily. Instead, the herd members work together in amazing defensive formations. They stand shoulder to shoulder, protecting the young in the middle and facing danger with their sharp horns. Unlike most plant-eating animals that run away, the African buffalo is very aggressive. They are known to face predators head-on, raising their heads and snorting a warning. This is a show of strength that few dare to challenge. Sometimes the buffalo switch from defense to attack. They surprise the predator with a sudden counterattack, using their speed and huge strength to drive the danger away from the herd. This group bravery has made the African buffalo one of Africa's Big Five, along with the elephant, lion, rhino and leopard. They are not just prey but a strong opponent to be reckoned with. The buffalo's nature changes quickly. They can go from peaceful grazing to being on high alert and aggressive in an instant, especially if they feel a threat coming close to the herd or the young. An adult bull weighs almost a ton. This huge size gives them amazing pushing power. They can run at speeds up to 60 kilometers per hour, which makes them a tough opponent even for the strongest predators. When the buffalo charges, it looks like a wild freight train. Its head leads with strong hard horns that can break through the defenses of any predator that dares to come close. This explosive power, along with their quick reactions, has made them a symbol of fear in the eyes of predators, who often hesitate before attacking a buffalo herd. The buffalo doesn't just defend itself, it launches fierce counterattacks, often chasing the predator even after the danger is gone. This sends a clear message that any attack will not go unpunished. The buffalo has a strong memory. It remembers the faces and smells of predators and stays alert for any possible future threats. There are many stories of buffalo tracking down the same lions that attacked them before, showing even more aggression towards them in later fights. The buffalo's social smarts show in how they talk to herd members. They use sounds and body language to warn each other of danger and work together to stop attacks. If lions come close to the herd, the buffalo gather in a defensive circle. They smell the air and figure out the direction of the danger exactly, getting ready for a group response. In some cases, the buffalo pick out the main attacker and charge it directly, using their strength and aggression to move the threat away from the herd. The buffalo doesn't forget an attack easily. Their response is often much more violent than the original attack, a constant reminder to predators that the buffalo is not easy prey. Their proud stance in the savanna shows their pride and strength. They are an animal that commands respect from everyone. In battles for survival, the buffalo shows unmatched toughness. They fight to the very end to defend themselves and their herd. Even lions, despite their strength, approach a buffalo herd very carefully, knowing that any mistake could cost them a lot. The buffalo has earned its place as a symbol of African danger through pure strength, social cooperation, and the ability to adapt to the toughest conditions. It's a living example that survival in the wild doesn't just depend on defense, but on being brave enough to attack and being able to change the balance of power in an instant. The African buffalo's defense starts with its amazing body. Every part of it has evolved over a long time to be a machine for survival and fighting in the wild. The first thing you notice are its huge horns, which are its main weapon against threats. In adult males, the bases of the horns grow together to form a hard, bony shield across the forehead. This is called the boss, and it acts like a shield that's almost impossible to break through. This boss lets the buffalo block strong attacks, and it's used as a powerful ram in fights with predators or other buffalo in the herd. From this boss, The horns curve down and then back up, forming sharp points that can stab and wound. When facing predators, the buffalo uses these horns to stab and throw its opponents, even a lion. As for the females, their horns are thinner, but they are still sharp and very good at defending themselves and the herd. The buffalo's strength isn't just in its horns. Its whole body is a mass of solid muscle built to handle impacts and attacks. Its strong neck supports its heavy head and horns, giving it the power to deliver huge blows when charging or defending. Its low-to-the-ground body gives it a strong centre of gravity, making it hard to knock down even by the strongest predators. Its thick skin acts as an extra shield, making it hard for claws and teeth to get through easily. Even when a lion attacks, it often has trouble making deep wounds on an adult buffalo, especially during group fights. Every part of the buffalo's body, from its bones to its muscles, is made to resist and stand strong against daily challenges. But the buffalo's real secret is in its unity. Individual strength grows when the herd comes together. The buffalo is a very social animal, and its survival depends on working together and defending as a group. When a threat appears, the herd members don't run away in a panic. Instead, they face the danger together, standing firm. They quickly gather in a defensive circle, forming a living wall of muscle and horns around the weaker members. The calves and older buffalo are put in the center of the herd, where the adults protect them from all sides. The adults form a protective ring, a wall of sharp horns and watchful eyes, scaring away any predator that comes close. This togetherness makes the herd a force to be reckoned with in the wild, and it gives them respect when facing any threat. Group defense isn't just passive, it turns into an organized attack if needed. If a predator isolates one of the herd members, the rest of the buffalo rush to help, attacking the enemy with group force. A cry for help from a calf or an adult is enough to start a group charge where dozens attack the predator without mercy. In these moments, the predator might find itself trapped, stabbed and trampled to death by the angry herd. This loyalty and willingness to sacrifice for each other among the herd members is the secret to the buffalo's survival and success against the most dangerous predators. A single buffalo is strong, but when the herd unites, it becomes almost unbeatable in the wild. The spotted hyena, a really smart animal with jaws strong enough to crush bones, often tries to hunt buffalo. In the heart of the Savanna, the fight starts when the hyenas get close to a buffalo herd. Their eyes watch every move, looking for a weak spot. This is a battle of numbers and smart moves. One hyena, or even a small group, wouldn't dare to challenge a healthy adult buffalo. Hyenas know that there's strength in numbers, so they wait until more of them gather. Hyenas focus on the weak ones, a newborn calf, an old or sick buffalo, or a buffalo that got separated from the safety of its herd. The hyenas start by watching their chosen prey from far away, patiently waiting for the right moment. Hyenas are masters of patience and taking advantage of situations. They follow the herd for miles, sometimes for days, constantly watching and testing its defences. At night their spooky calls echo, and their eyes glow in the dark, looking for any sign of weakness. Hyenas test the herd's defences and wait for a moment of carelessness. When they see a calf wander away from its mother or a buffalo getting weaker, they start to move slowly, getting closer without being noticed. The hyena's main trick is to bother and wear down their prey. They start chasing the prey, circling around it, attacking from behind and biting its legs and back parts. They don't aim for a quick kill, but to slowly weaken the prey. The hyenas form a circle around the calf or isolated buffalo, attacking from all sides, causing painful but minor injuries. The goal is to confuse the prey and wear it out until it can't fight anymore. As the attack continues, the prey gets more confused and starts to move further away from the herd. The hyenas push it away, creating a messy area where their larger numbers can overpower the victim. In these moments, the hyena's teamwork really shines. Each one knows its role, coordinates attacks, and stops the prey from going back to the herd. This planned attack shows how good hyenas are at hunting in groups. But the buffalo doesn't give up easily. The buffalo's defense is about acting fast and aggressively. The herd being alert is super important. The moment the hyenas get too close, the herd makes warning calls and quickly closes ranks. The adult buffalo react right away, charging at the hyenas with force, pushing them away from the calves and the weak ones. The mother protects her calf with her body, putting herself between it and the danger, her head low and horns ready. Other members of the herd close ranks, make warning calls and face the threat together. Some brave bulls make short, aggressive charges at the hyenas, not necessarily to kill them, but to push them away and show that the herd is alert and ready to fight. This quick defense often stops the hyenas from carrying out their attack. But if a calf is successfully isolated, a new stage of the fight begins. The struggle becomes a desperate race against time. A small lone buffalo calf, even with courage, is no match for the overwhelming strength of a determined hyena clan. The hyenas attack without stopping, trying to take down the calf before the herd can step in. Sometimes the hyenas succeed in taking down the prey and quickly start tearing into it before the adults arrive. But the battle isn't over yet. The calf's desperate cries often make the whole herd come back on a rescue mission. In an amazing show of group anger, the adult buffaloes stop their retreat and charge back towards the sounds of the fight. This sudden united counterattack is scary for the hyenas, who risk being gored or trampled by the wall of angry adults. In many cases, this amazing display of herd loyalty is enough to save the calf, as the hyenas run away and scatter, leaving their prey behind. The herd surrounds the calf, protecting it from any new attack. The hyenas move away, watching from a distance, waiting for another chance. These repeated fights between buffalo and hyenas create a delicate balance in nature. Hyenas make sure that only the strongest and most alert buffalo survive, while the buffalo defend their young and strengthen their group spirit. In the end, every fight leaves its mark on the savanna, redrawing the lines of power between hunter and hunted. In the heart of the African savanna, the leopard moves like a shadow through the tall grass, a true master of hiding. A lone hunter, it's great at surprising its prey. It creeps silently, waiting for the perfect moment to pounce. When it comes to a herd of buffalo, a leopard isn't a threat to the adults. These big animals are too strong in a direct fight. The leopard's cleverness is in picking its target carefully. It watches, chooses, and plans with great precision. A small, weak calf that wanders away from its mother for a moment becomes a perfect target. The leopard sneaks closer, using every shadow and every breeze to its advantage. Nature is its friend here. It blends into thick bushes among rocks, or disappears into the golden grass. It waits with endless patience, sometimes for hours, watching the herd, waiting for an opportunity that won't come again. When the little calf gets close to the edge of safety, the tension starts to build. The moment of attack, everything changes. The leopard bursts from its hiding spot like lightning, covering the distance in a flash. The goal is clear. Reach the calf before the herd knows what's happening. A quick bite to the throat, silent and deadly. It drags its prey away, trying to disappear before the herd sounds the alarm. The element of surprise is everything. Without it, the leopard has no chance against the buffalo's strength. A direct fight with the mother or the herd means death, so the leopard relies on speed and hiding. The ambush must be silent, quick and over before anyone notices. It's a face-off between the leopard's stealth and the herd's constant watchfulness. The buffalo's defense isn't about speed, but about being aware as a group. Their secret to survival is to stop the surprise. The herd is always on alert, their eyes watching, their ears picking up the smallest sounds. Even while grazing, someone is watching, not missing any movement. Individuals stand guard, heads held high, tirelessly watching the horizon. Their senses are sharp. They sniff the air. They hear whispers in the wind. The smell of a leopard on the breeze is enough to cause worry, or a faint sound in the bushes sets off the alarm. When the leopard is spotted, everything changes in an instant. A deep warning cry sweeps through the herd, raising their alert level to the max. Everyone gathers, protecting their young, facing the danger without hesitation. The reaction is strong. A group charge towards the threat. The mother leads the charge, her head lowered and horns shining in the sun. The adults join her, a strong group force. They gather at the danger spot, facing the predator with strength and anger. Against this living wall, the leopard has no choice but to run. It quickly backs away, disappearing into the bushes or among the rocks. If the danger gets too much, it jumps into the branches of a nearby tree, using its amazing quickness. From there it watches from above, while the herd growls below it. The buffalo don't leave easily. They keep watching, making sure their young are safe. They growl, they stomp their feet, sending a clear message: no place for a predator here. In the end, the group's carefulness wins, and the herd stays together, guarding their land and their young from the hidden leopard's danger. The fight between African buffalo and lions is a real epic drama of the savannah. It's a showdown between nature's giants, where the battle for survival plays out in its most amazing way. Here, there's no room for weakness. Every moment is a test of strength, bravery, and smart moves. Lions are the only predators in Africa that regularly hunt adult buffalo. But even they know this job is super risky. They only try it with careful planning and teamwork like no other. Even the strongest lions, whether a huge male or a skilled female, think twice about facing an adult buffalo alone. A one-on-one fight here could mean getting hurt or even dying. The buffalo's huge horns and strong body make it a tough opponent. One hit from those horns could end any predator's life. That's why hunting buffalo relies on organized teamwork among the lion pride. They split up the jobs and plan things out very carefully. It takes constant talking between the lions, moving together and really understanding how buffalo act and what their weak spots are. A lion pride hunting buffalo is like a lesson in smart hunting. All the plans come together and everyone works hard to reach the goal. The chase often starts in the early morning or at dusk, when the long shadows and the lion's great night vision give them an advantage. Lions use the wind to their advantage, moving against it so their smell doesn't reach the buffalo's sharp noses. The pride members spread out across the savannah, surrounding their chosen prey. This is often an old, weak or separated buffalo from the main herd. Some lionesses start the chase, causing chaos among the buffalo, while others wait in ambush to block the escape route for the fleeing prey. When the attack happens, the scene turns into total chaos, roars, dust and huge power fighting in a life-or-death battle. If the lions manage to separate the buffalo, they quickly gather around it. Each one plays its part in tightening the hold. Some jump onto the buffalo's back, digging their claws into its thick skin, adding their weight to slow it down. Others attack from behind, biting the strong leg tendons, trying to cripple the prey and bring it to the ground. The most dangerous role often goes to the dominant male or the most experienced lioness. They step in to deliver the final blow. This lion tries to grab the buffalo's nose or throat, clamping its powerful jaws to choke the prey or cut off its breathing. The battle sometimes lasts for a long time. The buffalo fights back with amazing strength, while the lions try their best to pin it down and bring it to the ground. But the buffalo isn't an easy target. In desperate moments, it might turn on its attackers, charging them with its horns or tossing one of them away with great force. This is where the strength of the herd shows. The buffalo gather in a defensive shape, with their heads and horns pointed towards the danger. They form a tight defensive circle, a wall of sharp horns which scares off the lions and makes them retreat or rethink their plan. And if the lions decide to attack, the herd might turn into an attacking force rushing together in a wave of muscle and horns. In moments of anger, the buffalo attacked the lions with incredible force, pushing them away or even causing serious injuries. A lion might be thrown into the air or crushed under the angry buffalo's feet, a scene that highlights how dangerous these encounters are. Even in the toughest moments, the herd's loyalty shines through. The buffalo try to save their injured friend, chasing the lions relentlessly, risking their lives for the group. At the heart of this struggle, the savanna ecosystem's balance is clear. Lions and buffalo together create a delicate balance between predator and prey. Every fight affects the lives of birds, zebras, gazelles, and every creature living in this vast area. Even after the battle ends, its effects are still clear. Vultures circle in the sky, hyenas wait in the distance, and every creature in the savanna is affected by the outcome of this ancient struggle between buffalo and lions. In the heart of the African savanna, real drama unfolds in amazing animal fights, where courage, smarts, and the spirit of the herd are tested in every showdown. In one famous scene, a lion manages to grab a small buffalo calf and drags it towards a waterhole, taking advantage of a weak moment in the herd. But the surprise comes from the deep, as a huge crocodile attacks the calf, finding itself between two predators at once. The tension builds, and it seems the calf's fate is sealed. Trapped between the lion and the crocodile, the calf becomes a symbol of weakness in the face of the wild's harshness. Its desperate cries fill the air, calling the herd to respond. Suddenly the herd turns from backing away to facing the danger, and the spirit of sticking together ignites. In a heroic moment, the buffalo charge with great force, attacking the lions and forcing them to retreat from the water's edge. Then a strong bull steps forward, facing the crocodile without hesitation, and chases it away, giving the calf a chance to survive. This showdown in Kruger has become a legendary symbol of the group's protective instinct in the animal world. In another scene, an old bull buffalo is trapped, alone, in the middle of a hungry pride of lions. The lions watch and plan and begin their smart attack on their lonely prey. But the bull refuses to give up and faces his enemies with rare courage. For hours he spins around gracefully, fending off every attack and stopping the lions from pouncing on him. He uses his huge horns and strong head to stop every attempt to catch him. Despite being tired and hurt, he stands strong, making the lions pay for every attack. His stubborn stand shows the will to survive and proves that even the weakest members of the herd are not easy prey. The buffalo's defense is not just for the calves, but for every member of the herd. When there's danger, everyone works together, rushing to help any friend who is in trouble. Often lions are forced to give up their prey because of the buffalo's repeated attacks. The buffalo attack without mercy, chasing the predators until they run away looking for safety. And in rare moments, the injured buffalo gets up and joins its herd, thanks to a loyalty that never breaks. These strong bonds within the herd are the secret to survival in a world that shows no mercy. These scenes are not rare, but are the core of the African buffalo's life. It always faces its fate with a fighting spirit that doesn't know how to give up. Against lions, hyenas, or leopards, the buffalo's reaction remains quick and aggressive. It fights for its young and supports its friends without a second thought. Every encounter writes a new chapter in the story of survival and makes the buffalo's bravery live on in the savanna's memory. This is how the African buffalo remains a symbol of strength and respect, and an unbeatable fighter in the wild. The most important secret to the African buffalo's survival and success in the wild is the strength and closeness of its herd. A single buffalo is strong, but its true power shows when it's part of a tight-knit group. A herd can be as small as a family of 10 or super huge. With over 1,000 buffalo, especially during the rainy season when there's lots of grass. No matter the size, the herd is the first and last line of defense against danger. The large numbers make predators think twice before attacking. Lions and hyenas are scared of a huge united herd, which makes it hard for them to pick out one animal without the whole herd noticing. The way herd members talk to each other is very complex. Buffalo use different sounds like loud bellowing or snorting to warn each other of danger or to organize their movements. If one buffalo senses danger, it lets out a special cry for help and the whole herd immediately pays attention. It's not just sounds, but body language is also important. Raising their heads, flicking their tails, or even the way they stand, are all signals that pass quickly between herd members, making them move as if they were one body. There are always hundreds of eyes, ears and noses watching, smelling and listening. Every member of the herd plays a part in the early warning system, which makes it very hard for predators to get close without being seen. The arrangement within the herd isn't random. The big, strong bulls stand on the edges, forming the first line of defense. Mothers and their young are in the middle of the herd, protected from all sides. If an attack happens, the herd moves with amazing speed. The buffalo in danger lets out a cry for help, and suddenly the whole herd goes from calm to an organized group attack. The buffalo charge towards the danger, attacking the predator with force, and usually succeed in saving the threatened individual. In amazing scenes from nature, buffalo herds have been seen chasing lions away, or even attacking them and driving them completely out of the area. The ground shakes under thousands of hooves, and the herd turns into an unstoppable force. The teamwork among herd members isn't just for defense, but also for moving and finding water and grass. The older, experienced females lead the herd to the best grazing spots and water sources, which keeps everyone healthy. The social bond among buffalo is very strong. Herd members care for each other, groom each other, and protect the young and weak. If a buffalo gets tired or injured, the herd usually doesn't leave it alone, and tries to protect it until it recovers or can catch up. In nature, many examples of individual sacrifices for the group have been seen. Sometimes a large buffalo will face a predator by itself to give the young a chance to escape. This sacrifice shows that the buffalo's strength isn't just in its muscles, but in its group spirit. A single buffalo is weak and easy prey, but a united herd is like a strong fortress. The deep instinct to protect each other, especially the young, is what ensures the species continues. In the end, the herd's strength isn't just about numbers, but it's living proof of the idea that together they are much stronger than any single individual. In the harsh world of the Savanna, unity and cooperation are the real weapons for survival. In the grand fabric of African wildlife, the African buffalo stands out as a timeless symbol of strength and toughness. It's not just a big plant-eating animal, it's a living example of Africa's wild spirit and untamed beauty. The African buffalo shows what true independence is all about, and it has a strong will that doesn't give up when things get tough. While some animals are known for being fast or smart, the buffalo is known for its raw power and courage that doesn't break in the face of danger. The buffalo is like the beating heart of the African wilderness, a natural force that earns respect through its bravery and its determination to survive no matter what. The presence of buffalo makes the savanna richer, making it a vibrant and diverse ecosystem. Its role in the environment is just as important as what it stands for, because it's a key part of nature's balance. Huge herds of buffalo help keep the grasslands healthy, stopping too much grass from building up and helping new life grow. Their constant grazing creates a good environment for many other animals, from zebras to antelopes. The buffalo's hooves break up hard soil, and their dung feeds the plains, making the land more fertile and bringing in new life. They are like the engineers of the ecosystem, constantly shaping the landscape and giving it life. Without the buffalo, the African savanna would lose a big part of its energy and variety. The buffalo's legacy is one of endurance, carved onto their bodies and in their stories of survival. They've faced countless threats, from predators to droughts and changes in their environment, yet they've stood strong. In every challenge, the true meaning of unity shines through, as the herds work together to defend each other. Loyalty to the herd and the readiness to stand together is the secret to their survival and success in the wild. In a world where wild spaces are getting smaller, the buffalo remains a symbol of group strength and an unbeatable spirit. The buffalo is the standard for toughness. Everything else in the wild is measured against it. In the end, the African buffalo is a true example of bravery in the natural world. It faces danger without hesitation, rushing forward with a power that knows no fear. It doesn't back down from a fight. Instead, it faces it head-on, becoming a legend in the animal kingdom. From the mother protecting her calf to the old bull standing strong until the end, the buffalo's life is an epic tale of bravery and determination. This mix of strength, loyalty and courage is what makes the buffalo's place in the wild unforgettable. The buffalo isn't just a part of the wild, it's its free, powerful, unbeatable spirit, and it continues to inspire everyone who sees its greatness. As dawn breaks over the golden plains, the African buffalo herds awaken, ready to start a new day in the savanna. Their morning begins with a slow, purposeful walk towards fresh grazing grounds. Each buffalo lowers its massive head, expertly sweeping up dew-covered grass with practiced skill, consuming vast quantities to fuel their powerful bodies. Grazing isn't just a necessity, it's a ritual performed in close-knit groups where safety comes from being many. Throughout the day, the herds move with a coordinated rhythm, shifting from one spot to another, their hooves churning the earth, their presence shaping the landscape. Sometimes they pause at muddy waterholes, drinking deeply and caking themselves in mud to cool down under the hot African sun. These moments draw a flurry of activity, as zebras, antelope and even cautious elephants gather nearby, drawn by the buffalo's watchfulness and protective strength. Buffalo are always on the move. Their migrations are guided by the seasons and the promise of rain, travelling long distances in search of lush pastures. Along the way, they navigate a world full of potential threats and opportunities. Calves stick close to their mothers, learning the rhythms of wildlife, while older bulls form bachelor groups on the fringes, always staying alert. Interactions with other wildlife are frequent and complex. Birds perch on their backs, picking off insects, while wary predators lurk at the edges, calculating their chances. When danger approaches, the herd's reaction is swift and united, forming an impenetrable wall of muscle and horns, ready to defend every individual. As dusk settles, the buffalo gather for the night, forming a protective circle around the youngest and most vulnerable. The sounds of the savanna quiet down, but the herd remains vigilant, embodying an enduring spirit of survival. In the daily life of the African buffalo, every moment is a testament to their resilience, their unity, and their vital role in the great tapestry of wildlife. In the vast African savanna, the lives of the buffalo are shaped by the never-ending cycle of the seasons. When the rain comes, life bursts forth everywhere. Green grasses cover the land, and the buffalo herds grow stronger, enjoying the abundant bounty. Young calves are born during this time of plenty, and the herds move with confidence and ease, their bodies shiny and well-fed. But the savanna is a land of big changes. When the dry season gets tough, water sources shrink, and the green pastures turn a dry, brittle gold. Here, the buffalo's ability to adapt becomes a story of patience and toughness. Their strong digestive systems allow them to get nutrients even from the toughest, driest grasses, food that many other plant-eating animals can't digest. During dry times, the herds travel very long distances, guided by their memory and the smell of distant storms, searching for the last remaining water and grass. When the rains finally start, sometimes very heavily, the savanna changes overnight. Floodwaters cover the plains, soaking the grasslands and carving new channels. The buffalo, natural swimmers, wade through the rising streams and flooded swamps, combining their strength to cross safely. Their hooves churn the mud, opening paths for smaller creatures and spreading seeds that will one day become new grass. These cycles of plenty and drought have shaped the buffalo into true masters of survival. Their toughness is not just proof of their physical strength, but also proof of their deep connection to the land. Every season, every challenge, they face with a group wisdom passed down through generations. A living legacy of adaptation in the heart of the wild. In the heart of every buffalo herd, the young ones hold a special place. Calves, born into the unpredictable wild of the savanna, are the future of the herd, a living promise of survival and continuity. From their first moments, calves are surrounded by watchful mothers, aunts and older siblings, each playing a role in their upbringing. Protection is immediate and constant. The herd forms a living shield around the newborns, facing outward, ever alert to danger. When predators approach, the calves are guided to the centre, while the adults stand ready to defend with fierce determination. This group guarding ensures that even the weakest members have the best chance at life. Learning begins early. Calves watch and mimic the adults, mastering the art of grazing, understanding the subtle signals of the herd, and learning the rhythms of moving across the land. Through gentle nudges and playful chases, they develop the strength and coordination needed for the challenges ahead. Every day is a lesson, in foraging, in alertness, and in the language of the herd. But it's not all serious. Playful sparring and quick runs across the grasslands strengthen bonds and build confidence. In these moments, calves not only grow physically but also in spirit, forming friendships and learning the unwritten rules that will one day guide them as leaders. In the embrace of the herd, each calf is nurtured, protected, and taught. Their journey from fragile newborn to powerful adult is a testament to the wisdom of collective care, a cycle that has continued for generations, ensuring the resilience of the buffalo in the wild savanna. In the huge grassy plains, African buffalo are rarely alone. If you look closely, you'll see a small feathered friend sitting on their big back and oxpecker bird. This bird and the buffalo share a partnership made for survival, a great example of living together in nature. The oxpecker's sharp eyes and quick beak search the buffalo's thick skin, picking off ticks, flies, and other bugs that bother the buffalo. For the bird, it's a steady meal, and for the buffalo, a relief from itching and the threat of sickness. But the good things don't stop there. Oxpeckers act like an early warning system. When danger gets close, the birds fly up, and their sudden movement warns the herd about hidden predators. In return, the buffalo's huge size and presence give the birds a safe lookout point above the dangers of the savanna. Buffalo herds also attract other friends, like cattle egrets who follow them, eating the insects stirred up by the herd's movement. Even smaller mammals, like mongooses, might follow the herd, taking advantage of the disturbed ground to hunt for food. Together, these relationships weave a fabric of depending on each other. Each species gains something vital, and the buffalo, at the heart of many connections, is both a protector and a beneficiary. In the wild, survival is rarely a solo act. It's a dance of mutual benefit, performed across the endless plains. Underneath the daily drama of the savanna, there's a quieter, but just as serious, challenge: the threat of disease. For African buffalo, invisible enemies like viruses, bacteria and parasites are just as dangerous as a lion's claw. Outbreaks of diseases like bovine tuberculosis or foot and mouth disease can sweep through herds, testing their toughness and their unity. When sickness hits, the buffalo's survival tricks really shine. The herd instinct, which is super important against predators, also helps them get through sickness. Sick animals often fall behind, naturally moving away from the main group, which can slow down how fast the sickness spreads. The herd's constant movement across huge areas also plays a part, as grazing in new pastures means they're less likely to keep getting exposed to infected spots. Buffalo also have amazing natural defences. Their thick hides and strong immune systems help them fight off many germs. Calves, fed by their mother's milk, get important antibodies, giving them a chance to survive their most delicate early days. Still, not every battle is won. Outbreaks can reshape the herd, with only the strongest left to keep going. Through these experiences, the buffalo's story is one of adapting, a testament to a species shaped by countless unseen enemies. In the wild, survival is never guaranteed, but the buffalo, toughened by challenges seen and unseen, continues its march across the savanna, always tough, always holding on. Under their thundering hooves and strong presence, African buffalo quietly shape the heart of the savanna. As they move in big herds, their grazing patterns create paths through the tall grasses, making a changing mix of plants. Every bite the buffalo takes makes room for new shoots to grow, helping a wide variety of plant life to thrive. Their constant movement stops them from eating too much in one area, allowing the land to heal and keeping a good balance among grass types. This always changing landscape brings in many other animals like zebras, antelopes and even birds, who benefit from the buffalo's work as accidental gardeners of the wild. Buffalo also play a very important part in keeping the soil healthy. Their heavy steps turn over the earth, pushing seeds into the soil and helping rainwater soak in deeper. The nutrients left by their droppings feed insects and make the soil richer, fueling the endless cycle of life. In these quiet but powerful ways, buffalo are not just survivors. They are the builders of the savanna, shaping an ecosystem that supports countless creatures. Their daily journey leaves a lasting mark on the landscape, making sure the grasslands stay lively and full of life for generations to come. As the sun goes down and the savanna fades into darkness, the world of the buffalo changes. In the cool dark, new challenges pop up. Predators get bolder, and shadows hide dangers you can't see. But buffalo aren't helpless at night. Their sharp senses become active, their ears pick up the softest rustle in the grass, and their wide eyes catch even the smallest glow of moonlight. The herd moves closer together, forming a living fort, where each one finds safety in numbers. The young ones are kept safe in the middle, while the watchful adults form a protective circle on the outside. Their bodies act as a wall against wandering lions and sneaking hyenas. Communication changes from seeing to soft sounds, a low snort, a puff of air, and the soft sound of their hooves. These quiet signals spread through the group, warning everyone of any sign of danger. The buffalo's sense of smell guides them to safe grazing areas and away from hidden threats. And their memory of the place helps them avoid known ambush spots from past nights. Some buffalo rest standing up, always ready to run at the slightest disturbance. Others lie on the ground, trusting in the herd's shared watchfulness. Through teamwork and increased awareness, the buffalo get through the long hours of darkness and hold on until dawn lights up the savanna again. At night, the true strength of the buffalo shows itself, not just in their muscles and horns, but in their unity, instinct, and the quiet courage to face whatever the darkness might bring. In the wide open plains of the savanna, talking to each other is super important for staying alive. For the buffalo, words aren't really needed. Their language is written in sounds, movements, and smells. Sounds spread quietly through the herd. A deep, clear hum means things are calm and safe, while a sharp snort warns of danger hiding nearby. Baby buffalo respond to their mother's low calls, a special sound that travels across the grassy lands, making sure no little one ever gets lost. But buffalo conversations aren't just about sound. Their body language tells its own story. A raised tail can mean they're alert, and a lowered head shows they're ready to charge. And when the herd moves together, it shows they have a group plan. When danger gets close, a wave of tension spreads through the group. Ears move, bodies line up, and the herd moves as one, guided by silent signals. Smell also plays a super important part. Buffalo use scent marking to show their territory and stay together. Glands near their eyes and hooves leave tiny marks on the grass and dirt, invisible to most animals, but clear as day to another buffalo. These chemical messages help the herd find their way, avoid fights, and find each other in their huge world. Through this complicated mix of sound, movement, and smell, the buffalo stay connected, always aware, always talking. It's a silent song that echoes across the savanna, making sure the herd stays together and survives in a world that's always changing. In the great web of life in the savanna, the buffalo stands as both a protector and a giver. As one of the biggest plant eaters, their grazing shapes the landscape, opening paths for smaller creatures and taking care of the grasslands they roam. But the buffalo story in the food chain is far from simple. For predators, the buffalo is a mighty prey. Lions, hyenas, and even cheetahs test their strength and cleverness against these giants, knowing that a successful hunt can feed their pride or clan for days. Every ambush tried is a high-stakes gamble, sometimes ending in victory, other times in retreat. Still, the buffalo's impact doesn't end with the hunt. When a buffalo falls, its legacy continues. Scavengers, from jackals to vultures, gather quickly, each taking their share. Dung beetles, insects, and even the soil itself benefit as nutrients return to the earth, feeding new growth and supporting countless forms of life. In this never-ending cycle, the buffalo is more than just a survivor. It's a key part, connecting the predator to the scavenger and the grass to the grazer. Through strength, sacrifice, and presence, the buffalo weaves itself into the fabric of the savanna, making sure life continues, wild and untamed. In the vast plains of the savanna, African buffalo are often seen as animals that live by routine, grazing, migrating, and defending their herd. But underneath this familiar rhythm lies a world of rare and amazing behaviours, only seen by the most patient wildlife observers. Sometimes, buffalo herds have been seen doing unexpected playful things. Calves have been seen, and even adults chasing flocks of birds, leaping and twisting with youthful energy, as if for a moment they forgot about the lurking predators. These fleeting moments of joy spread through the herd, reminding us that survival isn't their only goal. Sometimes buffalo show acts of selflessness that go beyond what's normal. In an amazing event, a buffalo bull, sensing a crocodile hiding in a muddy riverbank, let out a warning roar and charged, not for his own safety, but to scare off the danger from the less experienced young ones of the herd. The unity of the herd is legendary, but these individual acts of bravery show how deep their social bonds are. Even more surprising are reports of mourning behaviours. When a herd member falls, buffalo have been seen stopping next to the fallen one, nudging the body with their nose or standing guard in silent tribute, sometimes for hours. In these moments, it seems the buffalo recognize their loss, showing an emotional depth rarely given to wild animals. Sometimes the herd's communication takes on a nearly mysterious form. During a sudden thunderstorm, buffalo might gather in a tight circle with the calves in the middle and the adults facing outward, with their huge bodies protecting the young from the wind and rain. They form a living fortress, an instinctive act but rarely seen of group protection. These rare behaviours show a hidden side of the buffalo, a side of empathy, intelligence, and unexpected strangeness. In the wild heart of the savannah, the buffalo continue to surprise us, reminding us that even the biggest, most familiar giants hold secrets yet to be discovered.